How's it going, you guys? We're gonna go over a quick gift guide. These are more luxury items today. Halloween is over, and so we're gonna jump directly into gift guides for the holidays. We're still in the 70s here, but I know some of you guys are already getting snow and really cold weather, and so I just kind of thought that this might be a really good transition into thinking about luxury gift items that you want to gift maybe a gardener in your life, or that maybe you want to send this video to somebody who is going to send you a gift for the holidays. So I've pulled up 8 items that I'm deeming as luxury garden gifts. Some of them are $30 and some of them go up to a couple $100. So big range there, but these are all items that I would still consider to be like really nice and higher quality items. All of these items that we're about to talk about today are going to be linked in the description down below. If you guys do click on the link though, just know that they are an affiliate link, so I might earn a small commission, but these are all items that I fully plan to add to my garden, or items that I already do have in my garden. So to find that, you just hit the little more button down below, and then you hit the more button again, and you will see all of these links to every single item. So they're all down there for you guys. So let's just jump into this. So the very first item that we have are a pair of gardening gloves. I personally am not somebody who normally wears gardening gloves, but I would probably end up wearing these ones. They come in 2 different colors. They're by a company called Bare Bones, and you can get them from, I found them through Food 52, which is a like higher end cooking store, and they also have some really nice outdoor stuff. Also, I have my computer right here, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. But I really liked the olive green color on them. I just thought they were really pretty, and I'm really into green right now. You guys know I just painted those garden beds that green color, and I just thought these were really pretty, and I thought that they were actually a really good price. Actually, I thought they were $33. They're $22, and they come in green and this like yellow color, and I really wouldn't mind either of them, especially when I'm doing some work on roses. They are actual leather gloves, so it'd be really nice. The next item that I found is also from Food 52, and it's a brand called Steel, and it's a steel canvas garden utility tote bag, and I thought it was a really nice tote bag. I'm really good at, I do a project and then I just get up and I wander away. And so I think that if I had a really nice tote bag for the garden that I wasn't afraid to get dirty, one that I could put my clippers, my pruners, I need to get a kneeling pad, one that I could put a kneeling pad in, my gloves in, all of my little things that I carry and I just kind of like wander around the garden with, instead of leaving one item over here, one item over there, one item over there. I could just, the end of my project, load it all into that bag, and I could just leave the bag and I could wander away from the bag, and then I know where everything is. So I really like this one. It has lots of little pockets on it. It seems very, very sturdy. I really liked the look of this bag, and I love the 2 handles that it has, and also the strap for over the shoulder. I think would also be really nice, like take it to like a farmer's market, or even for like harvesting stuff in the garden. You know, if you're out there and you just need to throw a couple veggies in there that you've harvested, and then you'll carry them up to the house when you're done at the end of the day. I think this is like the perfect bag for that. Comes in at $99. So I feel like that's a really nice garden gift, and something that will be used all of the time in the garden. So let's move on to the third item. So while I don't have every single item on this list, I do have a few of them, and I'm considering all of these to be like investment pieces that just kind of elevate you and make you feel special in the garden. I'm a really big believer that you should, I mean, Laura from Garden Answer, she says it all the time, you know, romanticize the ordinary, and I'm a firm believer in that. I try to do that in pretty much everything that I do, and that's something that I've always done, and that's like the perfect phrase for it, is to romanticize the ordinary. And so I don't have all of these items, but I do have some of them, and this next one is one that I do have. This is my favorite watering wand. It's by Haws. You can get it from Terrain. I love this thing. I love the gentle rain that comes out of it. It's not something that you're using to wash anything, but it just makes you feel, I don't know, special when you're in the garden. You have this watering wand. It's the most beautiful thing. It's solid brass. Mine is already starting to get a little bit of a patina to it. When you first get it, it's shiny brass, and it feels so gorgeous when you first pull it out of the box. And then it just slowly starts to patina over time. And it's one of my favorite watering wands. We have it on a quick release hookup, so I can like quickly attach it to the hose, or if I need to switch it out for a different hose, which I need to like do a spray or just quickly get things done, I have another one. But I try to always reach for the Haws brass one. It is so beautiful. And this is a little bit of an investment piece. It does come in at $148, but it's gonna last you a lifetime. So I think it's totally worth it. I've used it. I think it's the most like magical watering wand out there, and you will feel special every single time that you reach for that watering wand. The next thing that I firmly believe most people should be doing in the garden is something to take care of their skin. And so I try to wear sunscreen, especially in the summer months. Every day I come out here, and the next thing that people should be doing is wearing a gardening hat. I tend to just wear this hat, and this keeps I keep any hat honestly, and it just keeps the like sun off the back of my neck. Personally, I should be wearing a like big wide brim hat. I have one. It's a super cheap one. I think it was like $12, but this one that I found, I think it's really sweet. It's very feminine, so it's not one that I would wear, but I know that my audience here is mostly female, and so I found one for you guys that I thought was really, really cute. I love the little ribbon around it. It is the Vented Crown Sun Hat with faux suede trim, and it comes in at $44, so that's really not a bad price, I don't think, for a really cute, sweet-looking sun hat. I love the little like brass tag that it has on the side there, and the little vents that it has. I get so hot, so I need something that has like a mesh on it. So this would be something that would be perfect for me if I was to wear a hat like this. And I just love the like suede ribbon around it. I think it's a really, really cute little hat. And it does come in 2 different colors too. So it comes in a lighter color, and then it also comes in like a kind of like a dark brown color. And personally, I think I kind of like that dark brown color a little bit better, especially being in the garden and your hands are getting muddy and you know you're going to move your hat around. I think dirt won't show on that one quite as much. But for $44, I think that that's a pretty great investment, especially to take care of your skin. The next item on the list is one that we do have, and I think Brent thought that I was absolutely crazy when I bought it. It's a broom. It's from Terrain. You can get it from the Anthropology website, and it's called the Garden Bristle Broom. It's a $38 broom. So it's a very expensive broom. That's why it's, I think, in my luxury items. But it's more than just a broom. It's like a combination between a broom and a rake. I've used it, I mean, it's an outdoor broom, and that's what I'm using it for. I'm using it to sweep off the concrete. I'm using it to sweep off our doormat. It gets all the dog hair off the doormat. And then I also have used it in some of my garden beds. It's kind of like a cross between a broom and a rake. And so it's like 2 tools in one, and I love it. And I think that even with it just sitting, I would leave it by our front door, and I love it. I love the way it looks. It just looks very sweet up there and very deliberate by the front door. It gives like cottagey grandma vibes, and that's like the vibe I'm going for here on our property. I love it. And so this is probably one of my like favorite items, especially because it's right by my front door. I'm gonna read this little blurb from the website. It says, an ultimate fusion of broom and rake. This multi-purpose garden tool helps you clean up quickly. Ideal for clearing dirt, light snow, and more from walkways, patios, gardens, lawns, and beyond. Works for spreading mulch in garden beds. Stiff bristles are perfect for reaching out of the way nooks and crannies. Created from renewable coconut palm with a poplar handle that won't splinter. It's amazing. I love this broom rake thing. And personally, I think at $38, that's not a bad deal, especially for something that makes you feel special when you reach for it, instead of just reaching for any old, $12 broom or $12 rake. I think it's worth it. The next item on my list is a watering can. And while I don't have this watering can, it's another investment piece, and it's by Haws. I love the Haws brand. I think that they come up with the most beautiful stuff. So this is the Haws traditional watering can. It comes in 2 different colors. You can get it in black or in green, and it also comes in 2 different sizes. You can get it in 1 gallon or in 2 gallons. Personally, I would go for the 2 gallon one. That way you're not walking back and forth. We have a ton of watering cans on our property, and I do prefer my bigger ones. We have a really, really old galvanized steel one, and it doesn't hold water all the best, but I do think it's very like cottagey, but I think that this is very elegant, and I would love the black one. It's got the same type of waterfall rain head that the Haws brass watering wand has, And so I think it just kind of like elevates anything that you do in the garden. Haws is a very like high class brand, and I think that they have such nice luxury items. And this is a watering can that you would end up just keeping forever. This is not one that you just want to leave outside though. While it would be fine, this is, it's $128, so it's something that you want to take care of and look after. So it would be one that you reach for from your garden shed. And it's one that you go out, water your containers that you have, and then you go put it back somewhere protected. At that price point, it's not one that you're just going to leave out and accidentally like get destroyed or have paint chipping or anything like that. So these watering cans are sealed, treated, then power coat painted for maximum corrosion protection. So they should be fine, but at that price point, why take the risk? So I think that they're worth it. I think that they're so beautiful and elevate anything that you do in the garden, but it is one item that you definitely want to take care of. The next item I'm really, really excited about. I actually found this a few months ago when I had gone antique shopping with, I think it was either with Janie or my mother. I think it was when I went with my mom. And I found this basket, and it had this like cloth wrapped thing around it, like with little pockets, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I had to get it. I got a killer deal on it. I think I paid $10 for it, and I found it. So many of you guys had asked if I could figure out where it was from. It is by Williams-Sonoma. I think that it's called the Agrarian tool basket. I'm not 100% sure, but it is the cutest basket I have ever seen. It's got a little place for you to put all your little tools. You can tie your tools to it. I had wondered what those ties were for that were on it. It's got little pockets for you to put your snips, your pruners, all those little things, and then you put your entire harvest inside this basket. This thing comes in at $40. It's $39.95. Williams-Sonoma, hands down. This is an amazing basket. Be able to not lose any of your tools and to be able to specifically harvest your garden harvest. So this is great investment. What I had done was I found another little plastic liner, and I had put one of those plastic liners on the inside, and I had used it this summertime to harvest flowers around the garden. And I just walked around with my basket, had my snips, and I could put flowers directly in it, and it was perfect. If anything, this is an amazing gift. Okay, and the very last item on my luxury gift item is a cottage copper bird house. And I have had my eye on, it's kind of there's a bird house and a bird feeder. I've had my eyes mostly on the bird house personally because I think that it matches our aviary that we currently do have. And I think this is the most like luxury birdhouse out there. I actually think this birdhouse probably costs about the same as our current giant walk-in birdhouse, but it is made out of copper and wood, and it goes on the top of a 4x4 post. It comes in at $299, so this is the most luxury item that I'm linking today, and I do think that it is worth it. I think that it is so incredibly beautiful. The great part too is that it's actually usable, so birds could actually nest in this birdhouse. The top comes off of it, and you can clean it out at the end of the year should a bird decide to make a nest inside the birdhouse. The wood that it's made out of too is mango wood, so it is built to last a lifetime. This is not something that's going to start falling apart in a year or two of being outside, so I think that that is so perfect. If it is something that you're worried about during the winter months, if you wanted to, you could unscrew it from the back side. I believe there's a little screw pocket, and you unscrew that, and then you can move that inside and not have to worry about it just, during the weather at all. So kind of a luxury, not even kind of, it is definitely a luxury birdhouse, but I think that it would make any little spot in your garden very romantic, very sweet, and a big impact piece for any garden. And it's actually not even a small birdhouse either. It's 10 inches wide, 10 inches deep, and it's 28 inches tall. So it's a pretty substantial size birdhouse, and it also weighs 8 pounds. So it's not something little flimsy, $15 cheap one that falls apart that you get from Walmart or wherever it may be. So very high-end birdhouse, something that I will eventually be adding to my garden. So that is my list of luxury garden items. This is the first of probably 3 or 4 of my Christmas gift guides. I just thought it would be a really good idea to throw out some of these luxury gift items pretty early in the season, so that way you guys have time to really, think about it, and that way we have time to get there. And I just thought it was a good time. It's, you know, the Halloween's over, and so I'm moving straight into Christmas. We're going straight for it. It goes Christmas, one day Thanksgiving, and then the rest is Christmas. So that is my list of, I believe, 8 items, and a few of them I have already, and I plan to add a few more to my garden for this holiday season. So that is going to be it for this video, you guys. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.